Carrie, he's on the line this morning. The lead singer of the Little River Band, Wayne Nelson.
Yes.
How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. Good to talk to you guys.
Good to talk to you. We're excited about you being here Friday night, Follinger Theater, the Little River Band. We love your music. I found out you were the lead singer of two of my most favorite songs in the world.
Which ones?
In the world.
In the world.
In the world.
That's a big list.
Take It Easy on Me. I love that song. And Night Owls.
Yes, I was, and I'm not making this up. Night Owls was first. Take It Easy on Me was second. Those were the first two songs I ever sang in the studio, sang live.
Whoa.
Sang lead on in the studio.
Yeah.
And of course, it was right after joining up with the band, and I was the new guy in the studio. But those two, those were game changers for me. That's for sure.
Wayne, did you know?
Thank you.
Yeah, did you know when you were done with those songs and you sat back, you finally listened to the final mix? Did you go, okay, these are going to be hits?
You know what? I hate to say this, but no. Anybody that knows you're going to have a hit in the studio when you do that is extremely naive. We've had others that we, quote unquote, were happy with and sure they were going to at least get airplay. That's really where you're at. Your first thing you got to please is the record label, because they're going to put the money and the marketing and the whatever behind it to push it to radio and go out there and compete with the song. So have we been eager? Yes. Have we been sure? That's the kiss of death. But I will say this. Night Owls had all the earmarks of being the next hit for Little River Band.
Yeah.
Because we were on this great wave of, we had hits, top 10 hits 4 years in a row. And, Night Owls and Take It Easy on Me were chosen as the next two singles and completed years 5 and 6, which broke a record at that time. But Take It Easy on Me was basically just an album track. We were counting to 4 and playing it and stopping. And, we were working with George Martin at the time.
Yes.
Well, I had this idea that, hey, what if this thing started out and had some dynamics to it? Start out slow, start to tell the story, build in, then the big finish at the end. And we did it once, and George comes on the talkback and says, that's it, cut it that way. And the next time we played it is the one that you hear.
So working with George Martin, what was that like, meeting George Martin and working with him on records like that? It
was an amazing experience. We had met him earlier. He actually was in America and came to a show to basically, we met him, he auditioned us, you know what I mean, are we going to work together? And he said yes, and then we went to his studio on Montserrat. I'll tell you a funny story. Of course, we were all Beatles fans, and we could have occupied every hour of every day with stories.
Right.
So he set rules. He said, dinner time, ask me anything you want. Dinner's over, we're back to work. And that was the way it was every day. So they literally had a dinner bell that the guy rang that we were, So we all ran to the kitchen, the dining room area, like little kids, ready for the birthday party. And then we just started firing questions and talking about those times and what we knew from it. And it was just an amazing time.
Wow.
That is amazing.
That's an amazing story. We're talking to Wayne Nelson from the Little River Band. He'll be in Fort Wayne along with the Little River Band Friday night at the Follinger Theater. Get your tickets now before they're all gone.
When you're out touring, how have the shows changed over the years?
Well, you know what? The great thing about Little River Band, always, regardless of our personnel changes and politics and whatever, the live show has always been of a very high quality from a vocal standpoint, always, instrumentally too, but the vocals are what blow people's hair back. Because you get 5 guys singing on a big PA is something that can't be replicated. So, and the other thing too, music today is not leaning that way. It's a simpler form of music. Mostly country bands are doing vocals. So when we do a show and those vocals are still there, like people remember them, the change for us is that there's 3 generations sitting there. There's, you got grandmother, parents, and then kids who are in their late teens and early 20s that grew up on the music but can't hear that style anywhere else. So the streaming and all of that stuff is an aside for us. This really is a visit back to that style of music that people loved and that their kids grew up on in the house and in the van,
And that's why you need to go see Wayne and the Little River Band Friday night. Wayne, thank you for talking with us. We want to make sure that people get their tickets and don't miss this opportunity. You're going to be here Friday night, 8 o'clock at the Follinger Theater. And again, you can get your tickets. The easiest way is just go to fun1017.com, and we've already got a link all set up for it so you can get your tickets. Wayne, thanks for all the great music and all the great memories and for singing Take It Easy on Me and Night Owls.
You know what? It's my pleasure.
20 years of entertaining Fort Wayne.
It's a really good group of people. I mean, everybody compliments each other really well.
Jim and Carrie on Fun 101.7.